Oh, the lighting's terrible. Right, hang on. The lighting's still terrible. Where do I sit? Right, the lighting's terrible, but the sky looks really weird. Nice though. Right. Ooh, I really do need to get a... I need to get... I'm just trying to sort... I need to get a... I can't even speak, I'm tired again. A stand to put my tablet on. Right. Every time I come on, it always says 17. Now it's saying 17. Now it says 18. And then it says 1. It's always 17 first. Now it's on 18. You know what that number means. Right. So, I don't know what the lighting's like. It looks pretty awful to me, but I haven't got good lighting. I'm just wondering. Oh, well, I think it's just a screen. Anyway, I've just come for a little chat. Hi. Because I know there's new queues. I didn't even know there was new queues. I've just been sorting some stuff out for my girly trip, redoing my nails. I haven't finished yet, so I didn't know. I didn't have a alarm thing going off to tell me. Hello, darling Diva Dolly. Yep, Diva Dolly. I like that one. These are just a few bits my dad has found and I've noticed. Thank you. And I don't know whether to move people. It's because I'm right under a spotlight. It's getting on my nerves. Let me see if I can... Trying to see where the lighting is. It better that way? Right, sorry people. But yeah, we just found a few little bits. This might not add up to anything, but like I said, it's just researching. And there's a balloon there because it's my little boy's balloon. Might not add up to anything, but then again, it might. See what you think. But thank you. But the only one thing my dad noticed and a lot of other people didn't notice, I didn't notice because I read it out yesterday, but I was reading it out and then got excited because it said Q plus on the end, so I didn't really take much notice. So, let me see if I took a picture of it. You know the Q drop with the JFK's prayer in it? So let me see if I can find it first. No, I haven't took a picture of it, but yesterday I think it was, and it had the JFK. Yeah, I know there's new drops, but I haven't had a chance to go through them. But I did have a sneaky look at some of it, and just focused in on something. Because like I said, I don't always do all the Q drops. People are doing that, but the JFK. No, I'm from the UK. The JFK prayer in the Q drop yesterday, which we have had in a Q drop before. When it got right to the end of it, it said secret societies, but it didn't say secret societies. It was spelt wrong. It didn't have the E at the beginning. It looked like it said secret, sort of like secret cities. It didn't say societies, not the way we spell it anyway. So, you know, normally if there is a misspelling, it normally means something. Yeah, do you spell it like that in America? Because we don't. So no. Oh, yes, you do. But see, we don't. You do. We don't. No. So when I was looking at it like, oh, in America, Pennsylvania, we were looking at it like if it wasn't meant to be spelled that way, because I don't think. And someone else picked up on it on YouTube as well and said it was spelled different. So we're just going with that for now. Yeah, I can't say it the Hivites or whatever you call it, but I'll go back to that at the end. Just remember that I said it because I'm going to go back to that, what I was thinking. It might be pretty out there. Yeah, societies with an E, 2 E's in it. This didn't. So remind me at the end because I'm going to go into that. Me and my dad were having a bit of a think. It might not mean anything and it might be really out there. Hi, Stephanie. So, Anyway, my dad sent me something, so I thought I'd just come on. This might not mean anything, but I'm just trying to get my phone. This might not mean anything, but it's just funny how you come across things. And like I said, I thought I'd have a little chat because I won't be seeing you till Sunday. Right, let me find it. Right. My dad came across this on, I can't remember what he was looking at, but yeah, incorrect in the Q post. Exactly. Normally it means something when you think it's been spelt wrong or something's been put there. Hi from New York. So it was on Google or something. My dad was looking at something. He said, President Kennedy was once asked to describe his wife in one word. President Kennedy was once asked to describe his wife in one word. He responded, magical. Then he pulled up this other thing that was on something, I don't know, and it said, magical. Then this came up, the strange magic of JFK Jr. Something was going wrong in Kennedy's life before the plane crash, says, I think it's Camille Paglai, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, who reflects on both the charisma and the emptiness of the son of the, I think it says, is it martyred president? Because he got killed. I'm not even saying that right. Hello. So just them connections with the magic, the strange magic of JFK Jr. and President Kennedy was asked to describe his wife in one word and he just said, magical. I just think that's really sweet. Then my dad was looking back at some Q posts. Yeah, I can't say it. I'm not very good at saying stuff. On the 6th of March in 2018, there was a Q drop number, I think it's got a mark in the way. I think it was 860. It could be totally wrong, but it was on March the 6th, 2018. First boom revealed. Did you catch it? The last will be magical. Q. You know, I'm not saying that means anything, but President Kennedy was asked to sum up his wife in one word, magical. And then someone was writing something on JFK Jr. saying, the strange magic of JFK Jr. Just thought it was interesting. Yeah, we'll talk about the secret society after I've just spoke about this. Hi. Oh, it's Pitbull. Where are you from? Because you were shouting Q out on Titans TV and I was like, is he from the UK? Because I don't know how many people are awake in the UK. Yeah, it's finally going to get exposed. So there was this little bit. And then the other little bit was... yes, you're from London. Good. I'm glad you're on the queue. I don't know how you got on the queue. But the other bit was, right, we've had some new queue posts. I'm not going to go through them because I haven't even looked at them properly myself and I'm a bit tired. But the only ones that caught my eye were, oh, sorry, before I begin, I'm missing out on my dad's stuff a little bit. My dad put this together. Remember yesterday, if anyone tuned in, I went through the Kennedy thing with the clown, you know, the clown that touched his sister's nose, JFK Jr.'s nose. Yeah, 18 is our, I've done all the 18 is our Q plus team and all that. Yeah, I've done quite a lot of I'm going to talk about Pennsylvania in a minute. So my dad put this together. It'll make more sense than it did yesterday. So I'm not looking at Chatham. Yep, free Tommy. He'll be out at the end of the month. I'm telling you now. Right. It says, so I'm not going to look at Chatham in it because it's really hard to read this. Yeah, I talked about Emmett Kelly, the clown. Now, if you remember, the guy who some people are saying was Fusker, you know, Vincent Fusker, JFK Jr., which I believe it was in the rally, he dresses with a fedora hat on and a blue suit. Now, if you go and look at pictures of Emmett the clown, American clown, he dresses in a fedora hat and suit. And the link with it is he was there when Emmett the clown came to see him and his sister with his mum, and Emmett the clown touched nose with his sister and got like greasy red nose paint on her and then did it to his mum as well. John was there with that clown. It's a bit of a connection. Yeah, and clowns in America. So I'm just going to read this out so I won't be able to see chat a minute. My dad put this together from yesterday. This is just the way my dad thinks and the way I think as well. The whole... Right, let me see if I can get this up. No. Right. I'm not looking at chat. This whole Q movement and soft coup is a copy of what JFK during his term was attempting to do for the country, which is why they whacked him. He underestimated their power. Now listen what's in here. Regarding whether R is real or fake, and by the way, real adds up to 18 people. Q did not answer the question. He could have easily answered the question yesterday when he said, there's only Q. Hi, I'm just reading so I can't go in chat. There's only Q. He didn't debunk R. So, he didn't debunk R. He said there is only Q. If that is correct, who is Q plus? That was referenced in a post. Later also included a reference to JK, because straight after that one, or the next post that came after that one saying there's only Q, which he didn't debunk R, became another post with reference to JFK and the prayer, right? This one is the kicker. Joining some dots, ref Q post 354, everything is connected, which I've been saying all along on this channel. Everything is disconnected. We don't listen to trolls. Susan Rice, this is what you've got to listen to. Susan Rice, former US National Security Advisor, because these were the names that were put up in the Q post the other day. Susan Rice, former US National Security Advisor, married to Ian Cameron, ABC TV producer, MSM. Her father, Emmett J. Rice, the clown Emmett J. Rice, a former governor or Federal Reserve people. Emmett Kelly Jr., son of Emmett Kelly, famous clown in America. He was called Weary Willie. Once rubbed noses with Jackie and Caroline Kennedy in front of John. There's a connection there. You can Google the article. Weary Willie looks very similar to Vincent Fusca. Fedora hat. He mentioned that in the report of where he drove his Trump van on the 18th Street and the 18th and whatever that was in Pennsylvania. He mentioned I was in my fedora and blue suit. Susan Rice used to work for McKinsey and Company, global management firm. The company slogan logo, we have a long history of helping clients to reinvent themselves. Everything is connected, Q. There are no coincidences, Q. Boom. Just the way my mind thinks. So, yeah, and he did have a red scarf around his fedora in one of the pictures, and he used to wear a red scarf around his head when he was younger. So, if you got what I was saying there, if someone to me is trying to point to the Emmett clown, saying there's a connection because he saw that as a child, John saw that as a child, yes, Dad, saw that as a child with his sister, rubbed noses with his sister and his mother. He was there when he saw that clown, and he's at an event, this person that they're saying is JFK Jr. with a fedora on and and a suit on. Connect the dots, people. And I've already done a big chat on all that, and if one of them was real and one of them wasn't, but the point was it was pointing to the Trumpmobile that we've already said, with all the signs and stuff on that and the number plate and what that adds up to. But the guy in the video from last year at the Trump rally is definitely, I think, him and his wife and maybe some other people there. And also, he was holding a sign up saying, good luck, Trump. The movement will go on. Pennsylvania, that adds up to 8, which is resurrection. Also, Trump the other day was shouting out Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. I don't know how many times in the speech where he was talking about bringing stuff back to America and tariffs and all that. He shouted out quite a lot of times. And then I think it was yesterday he did one on, he was saying something about Pennsylvania. Is it Penguins, Pittsburgh Penguins which that's what also the guy with the fedora hat on was stood in a car park shouting, "Go Pittsburgh, go Penguins." So, bit connected if you ask me, I think. Ooh, Churchill. Yeah, Churchill. We know what's happened in the Churchill chair. Yeah, and Trump makes, yeah, he does make Q signs with his fingers. So, the other connection, I saw this the other day, you know, when you're just being a bit nosy and going on Facebook and all different places, trying to see if you can find different things out. I will go in chat in a minute. Yeah, and it was also said, don't forget in a Q post, it will become mathematically impossible. A lot of things add up to a lot of things. So, a few days back, I went on Facebook and thought, I'll just put Vincent Fusker in Facebook, see what comes up. Couldn't see anyone that looks like him, but the one I first went on said, Vincent Fusker, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I thought, well, you know, I'll have a look at that. No face, but it's a shop. And someone else came on YouTube, don't know who it was, and said, oh, look at it, look at the shop. I haven't looked at anything else on there yet, but the only thing I did notice, because I thought, oh, it's only a shop. It's just got clothes in it. That isn't him. He sells like, supposed to sell like Trump, you know, merchandise. Anyway, so I look at the pictures, and the first thing that stood out to me, may have no connection, but does have a connection, I think, was a clothes shop with clothes in it. Go and check it out yourself. And there is a picture of Marilyn Monroe. Any connection to JFK? Any connection? Is there? Was there? Then the next thing I notice is in the shop, there's a picture in the background of John Lennon. Anything dodgy there? Well, yeah, so I'm just saying, you know, when you start looking around and you think, sounds like you're back home again. Why, where are you from? So, I don't know if anyone sort of gets what I'm saying. Pittsburgh Penguins is the state. Well, I think Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania is the state. I know it's the keystone, but I do think it holds a key there with somebody. But I'm just saying, when you start looking, it's amazing how little things add up, and you're just like, every day there's something new. Every day there's something new. But what else I was going to say as well is about the one that says what I'm assuming has been spelt wrong. The if you've got any good comments to put, I have to put them. Is the Secret Society, which I think's been spelt wrong. Actually Scotland, but oh yeah, from Manchester, yeah. That's where Potus's mum was from. Keep looking at the sky. I'm half asleep now. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, secret societies. Yeah, well, this was John Lennon. A picture of John Lennon. John is the keystone. He definitely is. And I think the keystone is actually, well, the keystone is Pennsylvania, but I think John's in Pennsylvania. But, and I'll tell you something else about that in a minute, but secret society, so it looked like it sort of said secret cities, which then my dad was going, in America, don't you put South as an area code like SO, South? And I'm only saying this is right out there, might not mean anything, might not even mean that, yeah. So secret, and then could it be South? Yeah, SoCal. So it said cities. So South cities, something to do with South cities. Could be South cities. Paul McCartney just done a gig in Liverpool today, laugh out loud. Could it be just something to do with South cities? Could it be do with South cities in America? Could it be to do with South cities at the South Pole? I'm only saying that because we know there's odd things going down there at the Antarctica, and everyone talks about it, and a lot of leaders seem to go there. Yeah, or southern border cities. Yeah, it could mean anything, because some things in Q, you can look at it as one thing, but it could mean a couple of things, and we don't actually know which one's right. It probably is that. But I also know, I was trying to tell my dad that they go on about cities underground in Antarctica, and a lot of leaders have been there. But yeah, but it's most likely to do with South cities trafficking at the border heavily. Yeah, so that's satanical rituals at the south. That's, yeah, breakaway civilization. That's what I mean. There's lots of things it could mean. You know, that's why we want the truth. But it's just interesting that you can look at it and see a couple of different things there. But go back and look at that Q post, because it does say secret, and it looks like it says so cities, not societies, because it will be coded. Some people say, oh, he's misspelled it. He never misspells anything. It always means something. Like he's done it on purpose, you know, but not a lot of people picked up on it. My dad did, but there's not a lot of other people that have picked up on it. So, yeah, and me and my dad were having a discussion again today saying, well, that's what I mean. What is at the North Pole and South Pole? Do you know what I mean? Antarctica off limit. That's what I said to my dad. I said, if you want to go down that rabbit hole for a couple of minutes, we're not allowed down there. There's only like elites that are allowed down there and world leaders. Well, what is down there? A really big hubs for trafficking. Yeah. And that's what it most likely is. Or it could mean both things, you know, because there is connections to Hitler that went to Antarctica and all this, you know, new technology and the Greys thing and secret cities underground in the Antarctica, South cities exactly, hidden artifacts, I don't know, hidden fallen angels, aliens, whatever it is. That's why I said all we want to know is the truth, so we can put things that, you know, are not true to rest, that everyone's always talking about. But it's just mad how you can look at things different. Media never talks about Antarctica, they're hiding something. I do think they do, because the Nazis, Nazi community, because the Nazis did go, Hitler did go to Antarctica, and there was all the talks about the UFOs or new technology, this, that and the other. That's where he met the lady called, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, off the Vril Society. You know, she had long hair. Yeah, they've talked about the Garden of Eden's down there. There's loads of different things. But also, let me see if I've got the picture on my phone. There was a picture of JFK. Hi. Is it Courtney Murphy? There was a picture. What was my dad saying? There was a picture, I don't know if it's on my phone, I'm just going to check, of JFK with a world map behind him, and it was slightly different to the one, oh here it is, slightly different to the one we see today. Now, I don't know if you can see this, because I don't have things to show you on. There's JFK, and it looks like it's in, it's in an aeroplane. Someone's doing a video on this, I don't know who it was. And then if I can, I don't know if you can see this, someone's got some hands pointing to it, there's the map, and they're pointing to this piece of land here on the side. What's this? What's this piece? And it says, why would Air Force One have a map? And then I think it said something like, with this on the side of it, where this other bit of land is. What if the way out of this crap is through the hole? Well, this is what I'm saying about all this, flat earth map. I know. This is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if you're a flat earther or you're not a flat earther. If you believe in frozen civilization, different technology, the giant race, which I have watched, and that's got some good stuff on it, on petrified giants and this, that and the other, because I do watch Dreamers in America, if anyone watches them. There's a load of other stuff I've watched. I am spiritual. I do like all this sort of conspiracy stuff. But the thing is, I'm from Half Moon. The thing is, that's why we need to be told the truth, so we can figure out what is actually right and what is actually wrong. But there's loads of you that talk about different things, which I find fascinating, and you've got to think outside the box sometimes. We think the treaty is between 7 countries. The Nymphlim, well, I've been told about the Nymphlim, and all them names were maybe they're made up by the people who are called the Hivites, is it? The family bloodlines of the Hivites, I think it's called, that have been ruling the world for ages. Yes, to be awake with an open mind. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's lots of people, flat earthers. It doesn't matter if you're a flat earther, you're a glober, or whatever you want to call it. If you're a, whatever sort of, what we're told conspiracies, whatever side you sit on, it doesn't really matter. It's like my dad said, what does it matter if we live on a flat earth or not? And I said, well, it doesn't really. Like my dad said, history would be a wonderful thing if only it was true. it wouldn't bother me. And I wouldn't think, oh, wow, oh my God, because we just don't know. I just think I'd like to be told the truth. Or like, why have we been hidden from the truth? We've all been hidden from the truth. So it doesn't matter what side of the fence you sit on. You don't have to have a go at other people saying, oh, you're silly because you believe in flat earth, or you don't believe in this and I believe in this. It doesn't matter. We've all been lied to. So we don't actually know what the real truth is at the end of the day. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's the fact is we've all been lied to, and this is where it all goes back to JFK and JFK Jr. Yeah, because but don't remember bits of the Bible they've switched around and done this and that with. I think they've got a mandala in effect in there as well. Hi, it's like I was saying. Even if it came out that it wasn't true about what we've been, coming up with JFK Jr. The point is his father was talking about the Federal Reserve and all that's going on. His father was assassinated. JFK Jr., if he is dead, which like I said, I don't believe it yet until we're actually definitely told, and we haven't been told off Q because he didn't say that. He just said there's only Q. He didn't say there's no R. It's the point is, what was happening? Why was he assassinated? Why was, was JFK Jr. assassinated? What was behind all that? What were they hiding? What were they trying to cover up? What was the truth? What was the truth he was bringing out? Federal Reserve and all that and other stuff as well. All we want to know is the truth. The truth will set you free. Trump's uncle was famous. Yep. I touched on Trump's uncle earlier before because Trump's uncle got the the files, the notes off the FBI when they raided Tesla when he died and give them to Trump's uncle. And I don't believe he gave them all back. That's where people start talking about time traveling and, maybe new technologies that Trump's uncle found. Yeah, Tesla. Yeah, Trump relayed to Tesla. It did. Just let me go and get the map. Yes, it did, because at the bottom of it we've got the storm. We've got Donald Trump, and then it goes right up to John G. Trump, his uncle, which says FBI raided Tesla, and then from Nikola Tesla it goes up to Maria Orsic, I think. Yugoslavia disappeared in 1945. She's the one who had the long hair, because it's believed if you have long hair, she wouldn't cut her hair because it's supposed to connect you to, I think they said, she used hair as an antennae to messages from, outer space. Hi, she went missing and she had a connection with Hitler, and they were seen at the South Pole as well. So, I think she was a medium as well, or a psychic, or whatever you want to say. Yes, we know about Ruby. Ruby was JFK Jr.'s cat. Also, Ruby has a connection to Jack Ruby, who was involved with the whole JFK assassination thing, who supposedly shot JFK. So, yes, I've talked about all that, but there's just, Operation Paperclip. Yes, that's on here. Yes, Operation Paperclip. That is... Is it eugenics? And then it points to Adolf Hitler. Which, funnily enough, people, it's got a pentagon, and it says the Pentagon, the 9th of the 11th, 1941, SOS, Office of Strategic Service, 1942 to 1945. And look, guys, I know this is back to front, but what's in the Pentagon? What sign's there? Nazi. Yep, right there. I know it's back to front. Right there. The map. Yep, the map you can get on eBay. Just seeing what else is there. You got the Holy Grail on there. I can't even look at it all, but Julian Assange. Look at the map lower left. Do you mean about, are you talking about, ooh, there's more than meets the eye. We live in the Matrix, don't we? Oh, CERN. Yeah, I know about CERN. Someone was saying today that's probably part of the Mandela effect, which it probably is. Oh, yeah, I know about that one. I have read it out before. CERN, you know when they got this CERN thing going, looking for the particle of flipping Satan or whatever they were doing. It says CERN, portal to hell. And we all know, I said this before, what statue is stood outside the CERN, where CERN is? The Shiva statue, which ain't good because, yeah, isn't she of death and all that? So I heard a story, yeah, boom. I heard a story that CERN was looking for the plasma or the I don't know, the devil or whatever to bring it here, or has it been bringing bad entities here? There's lots of mad stuff going on, whether people believe it or not. You know what I mean? You don't have to believe it all, but yeah, the God particle they were looking for, but did they find something else? I don't know. It's all mad. They had a ceremony for the CERN. Was it a tunnel in France? I can't remember what it was, and that was, yeah, dark matter. And that was satanical. Dark matter. That reminds me of what film were we watching? On Netflix, there was a series out called Stranger Things. You know, all that black stuff reminds me of dark matter. And that had creepy things in it. JFK smashed the CIA into 1,000 pieces. Q post 129. CIA dismantled. Impossible to clean. Operations NSA. Exactly. Like I said, everything goes back to JFK and JFK Jr. and things that he knew. That's when he got assassinated so many days after he said he was going to smash the CIA into 1,000 pieces. And like I said, the CIA years ago are the ones that made up the word conspiracy to put people off that were talking about truth, to say, don't listen to them. It's just a conspiracy theory. They're just mad. So everyone thinks you're mad, like us lot, who's been onto conspiracy theories. Doesn't matter what conspiracy theory you're on. Everyone looks at you like you're mad and you don't know what you're talking about. But they made sure they brought that word out, so we all look mad. Tearing the veil, yep. We all look mad to other people. But when all this starts to come out, we're not going to look that mad now, are we? Tomorrow, honestly, I think something's going to drop tomorrow. Hi. Yeah, we're all mad. We're all mad together. The Mad Hatters Party. Oh, talking about that, I was writing on a scrapbook, and it was a book that I sketch in now and again. And I haven't sketched for ages. And I found this picture, and I was like, oh, and I was trying to do it like a weird one. And guess who it is? You won't be able to see it properly, but I thought, oh, with everything going on with a certain, this has been in the Q posts, and I drew this in, might have been at Christmas, I don't know, it is. Can anyone guess who it's meant to be? She's got a teapot on her head and a cup in her hair, because I was meant to be doing it a bit mad, but who was at a mad party with tea? Can anyone guess what it is? It's been in the Q posts. Funny how I drawed it. Drawed it. Alice, yeah, drawed it. Yes, Alice. I drew this probably around Christmas or before, I think. I wasn't on the Q till January, February. And I was like, no way, I've been drawing Alice with a teapot on her head. Mad Hatter's Tea Party. Yes, conspiracy invented by the CIA to make everyone questioning the Warren report into JFK's death was crazy. Exactly, it's that thing again. It all goes back to JFK. JFK knew some stuff. And he knew a lot. And if anyone else picked up on it, you were a conspiracy theorist. You know, you're mad. And he got whacked, didn't he? So he got assassinated. The looking glass is how they view the future. Yeah, well, it's been mentioned a lot in the Q drops. And we've seen when you sometimes put a trip code in, it's gone to Alice in Wonderland, The Bloody Adventures of Alice in Wonderland, funnily enough. Think Mirror. The driver shot JFK. Yeah, he probably did, because he made it out to be other people. My dad actually went to where they said the shooter was at. Was it a coffee shop or a bookstore? My dad said when he was in the army, he went over there and said where he was stood, it was like impossible to try and get a good, it's the way you'd stand in a corner would be very hard to shoot from that position. So, have you a look at yeah, I think I have. Someone's told me to look at somebody, and I did look at someone. That's what I mean. There's lots of people talking about it, but it all goes back to what JFK was trying to get out, what secrets have been held, or what, things to do with the Federal Reserve, because, that's a lot to do with it, and extra other stuff as well. And it's just, conspiracy is the new reality. Exactly. Conspiracies are real. There might be some out there just to, that might be a bit whack. But like I said, if we don't know truth, how do we grow? That was said in the Q post of Jfk Jr talking to us about in 1909, we lost everything. If we don't know the truth, how do we grow? We just stay as we are, not growing, and fighting. But that's what they've always wanted. Correct. The Federal Reserve. Yeah, finishing Hitler's plan. There's just mad things going on, but I believe there's going to be a massive boom tomorrow, but different times here, so I probably won't hear about it till Saturday. JFK's father, Joe, was a bootlegger. He knew a lot. Well, we just need to know the truth, don't we? So, yeah, I probably won't know till then. And then we've apparently got the blood moon tomorrow. I think dark to light, because it's supposed to be an eclipse, dark to light. But I don't know. What is anyone thinking about the this? I don't think I read it out. When I said about the shop on Facebook, and then Q posted, I know there's new Qs and I've not been through them because I'm too tired, but who has got any thoughts on this? If my phone will stop playing up. Hang on. Shops don't mean the post itself isn't real. How do you hide a message in clear sight? And then there was another one saying, proven shop. What's the shop thing? Facebook stock going down. Yes, it is, and that's really good. I can prove the driver. Yeah, well, we're all gonna find out that, aren't we? Because truth is coming. We know it is. It's gonna be big. But has anyone got any thoughts on the shop thing? I said about that guy in Pennsylvania. I don't know if that's anything to do. It's just funny how there was a picture of Marilyn Monroe in the background, and there was a picture of John Lennon. The start, a plan, a beam of light. Yes. 11/11/18. Yes. I'd like to introduce to somebody that you haven't seen for a very long time, and here he is, JFK Jr. And then the next minute, Michael Jackson does the moonwalk in the background. Woohoo! That's what I would love to happen. I would love it if Michael was there as well. But yeah, I think if it's true and it comes out, it'll come out on the military parade. Me and my dad we might even think a video might come out. We've talked of some horrible video we know about, but imagine if a video came out, because MSM really need to be put in their place now. And the biggest thing me and my dad have said, the biggest thing that's going to blast MSM out of the water, if JF Kennedy does some sort of video, shown now, they won't know where he is because it's on video, shown now, like cue the plan to save the world, but him speaking. So everyone's like, oh my God, they get blasted out the water for lying. Then all the shit hits the fan, with Obama's getting caught, Hillary, and all the other stuff worldwide, all that, because all that's connected. And then we have a massive parade. Well, you do in America, a massive military parade. We'll be watching all over the world because it'll be a holiday for the world. It'll be a parade for the world. It'll be the JFK Jr Jubilee. Can you imagine? Celebrating dark to light, celebrating goodies winning. You know, am I just getting carried away with myself? That's what I think. Anyway, lock them up. Yep, shop, bought. Yeah. So what I mean, you can look at things and you're like, it could mean this and it could mean that. Who was opposed to the Federal Reserve? Which ship did they drown on in 1912? Federal Reserve stated 1913. Well, we all know what ship that was. Some people were going for a meeting on a certain big ship and they got off because they knew what was going to happen, because the people who got on this big ship were opposing the Federal Reserve. They don't care who they killed, by the way. They just wanted the people that were opposing it not about anymore. And you couldn't really look at stuff in them days. We didn't have phones and things to actually check up and research, so it's quite easy to get away with it and say it crashed into an iceberg. Even if it did crash into an iceberg, thank you, Titanic. And it's also on the map with there's so much on this. Where is it? Connected to J.P. Morgan, 1837 to 1913. It says Titanic, 1912. You know, Titanic sounds like 9/11 insurance scam. Well, it'll all be coming out. That's what I'm saying. Tomorrow, me and my dad think something's going to drop tomorrow, the big one, because whatever that is, it could be a lot of things, remember. If it's big, it could be a lot of things. Could be Jfk Jr coming out with a video. It might be, you know, getting Obama so we can start seeing people, you know, getting caught. Yeah, a U-boat sanker. You know, it's dark to light. It's an eclipse tomorrow. Someone said 3 days of darkness. Maybe it's when the shit hits the fan and the world starts thinking, oh my God, what's all this stuff coming out about everything? Oh my God, you know, we're left in darkness, as in, oh, we don't know what's going on. We know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. It's all gone crazy. And then after a couple of days, it all comes to light and everyone's like, you know, I don't know. Look at the moon. Do you know what? I'm just going to pick you up because I was looking out the window before and I thought, I think it was just me. Let me see, because it looks pretty, right, just going outside a minute. Because I noticed something before, I think it was just me. I'll be looking at the moon tomorrow if it's a blood moon, but I don't know if we're going to see it. It's going dark now, people. Where is the frigging moon? Is it out? Going outside. Sorry, it just went off. I can't even see the moon. I don't know where it is. But I will be looking for the moon tomorrow. But I don't know if we'll see it in the UK, the blood moon. Apparently someone said they really see it in the Middle East. I don't know if that's true. You know, I don't know how much we'll get to see. But like I say, dark to light. Yeah, dark to light. 9:40. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah. So I don't know. I went to look for the moon then, but I don't know if you meant tomorrow. Does anyone know if we'll see any of it? Will the sky look red, or do we not really get to see it? I've been noticing the moon never goes down anymore. Shop, what's someone saying? Shop. Connection to retail. Shops close, shops serve, shop to buy, shop. Or misspelled. Or deliberate misspell for shop. I did say that to my dad. I said, could it mean, I don't know, I was saying Photoshop. And then we said shop. You just don't know. Hi, Dr. Damien, we've been watching you for a while and we'd like to offer you a job. A featured performer. Are you cracking a joke there? But Oh, yes. I didn't actually see your name at the top. That's a cracking joke, that is. It's a bit of a... no, that is funny. No, I do think... No, I've just seen your name. I think you're joking. Of course, it's a no. And that's quite funny, actually. That makes me laugh. I'm not going to go, oh my God. I just think you're quite funny. Hello. That's quite a, what do you call it? Um, oh, what's the word? It's a bit of flattery. That doesn't bother me. Thank you. No, I wouldn't be doing something like that. No. I thought you were going to say, we're offering you a job to come on a channel and chat because that's what I like doing. I like having a chat with people. I'll be a chat show host. That's what I'll be. It might be a bit of a mad chat show, but at least I'll be real. At least I'll be real, Oprah Winfrey and Ellen and all you lot who are, we know what's going on with you lot. I'll be the next Oprah Winfrey. I'll be Dolly. Let's think of a name. What could I be? Oh, Whoopi. Oh, yeah. Oh, Whoopi. Yeah, Whoopi as well. We could have a Dolly Daytime TV. A Dolly Daytime TV we could have, couldn't we? I don't know. Yep, 3 more days to come forward. Apparently, Mrs. Whoopi Goldberg, 3 more days, I think, is it? Yeah, we're going to see some shit it in the fan. Well, I don't want to double my money because we know about all these people that get, if you made a star, oh no, don't want to be famous. Not unless the evil's gone, and I wouldn't be doing it for all the money. I'd be doing it because I actually like chatting. Yeah, the mad chat with Dolly. Think outside the box. Maybe Joy Dolly. Yeah, you know what I mean. I could have a chat show. What am I talking about? I have got a chat show. It's on YouTube. I could have a chat show. I need to get monetized or whatever. Could have a chat show and it could just be a mad think outside the box. Let's talk about whatever your thoughts and stuff like that. Oh, he's upset now. Hi from right, I'm being really thick now. What does WA state mean? I don't know when the Americans put it in the little, I don't know what that means. Yeah, the mad chatter. And that, yeah, it'd be like, yeah, the mad chatter, true, yeah, the mad chatter. And I could wear the Mad Hatter's hat and we could all have an English brew and it could be called the Mad Chatter. Good one, nice one, nice one. Yep, the Mad Chatter. I am a mad chatter. I just like talking. I've always liked talking. When I was at school, I used to get the report coming home say, she'd do her work okay and she'd get on a bit more if she just stopped talking. We can replace real time with Bill with real time with Dolly. Exactly. I'll keep it real, but it might get a bit mad. Truth matters with Dolly. It does. That's all we want is truth. I might talk about daft things sometimes, but it's better than watching people on your chat shows that are telling porcupines to you, Whoopi Goldberg, on The View. The View to what? The View to, we see you on The View, Oprah Winfrey. I'd rather have real people talking who are telling the truth. A bit like Kennedy was. Jfk Jr, the people liked him because he was like the people. Rode his bicycle, liked to get on his bicycle, liked to be real, didn't he? So, ooh, The View. We have one over here called Loose Women. It's a bit like the same thing, We want real people reporting real things. We want real people on chat shows and stuff. We don't mind having MSN and all these chat show things going on and all that, but we want real people doing it, not the evil ones. I would like to apologise this morning for when I said don't follow her. I hadn't seen the last Q post. It's all right. Do you mean the last Q post where it said, which one do you mean? Do you mean the one where it said there's only Q and then we got another post after and it said Q plus? Don't worry if you said don't do that. I would, if someone told me not to follow it, I wouldn't just not follow it because someone said it. I feel here that he is out there. And like I said to all of you out there who do believe as well, I won't believe it until we've been proven that it's not real, because Q definitely hasn't said no, R isn't real. So until he has, like I said the other day, the no name one, yeah. Until he has, that's when I'll believe it. And apart from that, if he is, and it's not real, and it's just something to get us looking at, you know, the Federal Reserve and his dad and all the stuff to do with that side of it, that's fair enough, because it's all still connected. It doesn't matter that we went to try and research this Vincent Fusker guy and JFK Jr. It doesn't matter, because it all goes back to the same thing, full stop, fact, truth, fact. All we want is the truth at the end of the day. So, yeah, so I won't be seeing you till Sunday, guys, but I do believe the shit will be hitting the fan then, and there'll be lots to talk about by the time I get back. Yeah, I may have been put on there just to so that we noticed JFK Jr. or his dad or whatever. But like I said, it's all connected, because it all adds up in the Q post, and it all does go back to JFK a lot, and JFK Jr. So it doesn't really matter if it's real or not, or R isn't. It all goes back to the same thing. It's all connected. Everything's connected. We got told that. So, you know. So anyway, I'm going to go, because I've still got what's that, Dad? Yeah, right, let's see if I can say this. You know, I'm really rubbish at saying. Let's see if Dolly can say this. Treasonous. I can't say it right. I'm going to try and. It's treasonous. I can't say it of crap. I can't say it. I know how to say it. I can't say it. Anyway, my dad said it there. Yes. Yeah, communications come in many different forms. A lot of the things mean different things. It's hard to start. Yeah, McTreesiest piece. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I couldn't see it. McTreesiest piece of crap. McTreesy. I can't even say it now. I'm not even saying it. It's because you put it all together. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, that piece of crap. Yeah, that one. I do get my words muddled up. Maybe Art is on his own dropping posts. Maybe Art's watching this channel. You never know. They said we see everything, didn't they? We see everything. So you never know. You never know. That's what I mean. Whoever said that before, that's what me and my dad said. It might be just getting you to look in that direction of what happened. Like I said, I haven't really looked at the other Q posts. I don't know if anyone went on Facebook to look at that shop, though. I did think it was weird. Hi, Free State UK. How do you say it? I can't say it. I'm just saying piece of crap. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, Free State. You're Reverend Simon Wade's friend, aren't you? If I'm right. Yeah, it'll fix my words. Yeah. But do you know about Q? Because there's quite a few of it. I don't know how many know in the UK, but a few of us know in the UK. And someone called Pitbull Wizard, was it? I don't know if you're still on here. He knows of Q because he saw me on Titan's stream before, and I shouted something out, and he went, "I see a Q," and he's from London, and I went, "Yes, I'm on the queue." Out later, Dolly. We said, "No, I'm not. I'm not out later, but I'm out. I've got a girly weekend, so you know. So I don't know if Free State UK, because I've been in your chat and Discord sometimes. If you're you know, into the Q thing, I don't even know if you know, or you've been listening to me. I don't know. You're not going to make me famous. I haven't looked at. I know I haven't looked at it because it came on before, and I need like a notification, but it doesn't. I know you know about it. How long have you known about it? Because to me, it's all tied up to Tommy Robinson. You know, because basically, the biggest thing it's all tied to, as we know, is the kids, and we know what Tommy was bringing out with the kids, and we know it's all to do with paedophilia, and all roads lead to paedophilia. So, to me, it's all connected, and I do believe Tommy will be out at the end of this month. Hence, someone was in the UK. I think I tried to, but it doesn't matter, you know. We might just red pill him while he's here, you know. Yeah, I'll be praying for Tommy, but I do believe he'll be fine, and I do believe he'll be coming out. I really do believe he'll be coming out. Following Q since January. Yeah, I think I was following in January, because I think, if I'm right, did Q start in October, November? There is a line to it all due to the money involved. Yeah, all the money involved. The kids. See, people think it's a lot to do with money, but it's to do with the kids, because they bring in the money. So the kids are more important to them, but the kids are more important to us, that it stops. They kept Trump from Tommy. Yeah, they did, but things going on behind the scenes, people. Having a bit of a chat to certain people. He has. Maybe that's the big drop. I think the big drop is going to be, I don't think it's just going to be one thing. I think it's going to be quite a lot of things. But like I said, we're going to find out. Truth is coming. That's what we want. That's what, yeah, it's human trafficking. Yeah, and so many in Hollywood, yeah, are pedos. Yeah, I mean, they're all going bonkers, aren't they? They're all going mad. That's why we said you've got to be prepared, people, because a lot of those people you looked up to, you know, and we thought, oh yeah, they're really good actors. And that's just in the saying, isn't it? Actors. They're not what you think. Yeah, Tom Hanks. Did anyone go and see his Twitter with the kids' shoes found in the road and stuff? Yeah, Tom Hanks, I'd like to say, run, Forrest, run. They're gonna catch you. Get the message out there, guys. There's going to be a lot of people going to suffer serious cognitive dissidence. I can't even say it. Their bubble is going to be burst, and it's not going to be well for a lot of people. And I think that was actually in, yeah, the pain is coming. That was actually in a Q post. And if anyone's wondering what that is, if you've not heard that in Q, if you're new to Q, it means there's a lot of stuff that's going to go down that you're going to hear about, and it is absolutely heartbreaking. You're going to hear about all these celebrities you loved and you looked up to. Oh no, yeah. Oh no, not Tom. Oh yes, Tom. There's a girl on Twitter, I keep saying, I'm going to get this name wrong again. Sarah Ruth. Someone please throw that second name out there. I keep forgetting. Craft, come on, someone with that name, I keep forgetting. Stars, people from the entertainment business, thank you, people from the entertainment business, heartbreaking stuff, Ashcraft, yeah, Sarah Ruth Ashcraft is on Twitter, and you want to see the stuff she's putting out. Some of you won't be able to read it. She was one of the girls that was pimped out by a father. Two, Tom Hanks paid for her. And we think, and Obama and people involved and all. That's why I said it's all involved with everybody, even though you might think, oh, Obama's just, you know, the stuff that we know about him. No, it's all involved. And when people find out, the pain is coming is saying about cognitive dissidence, whatever it's called, people might need to go to hospital, or they're going to have breakdowns. Because when I first found out about the horrible side of it, Alex Baldwin, I don't know. Some have got involved in it and they've been blackmailed and stuff. So, you know, there's some people that didn't want to do it. They've been blackmailed and stuff. But, oh, Hillary. But when I first found out about it, my dad introduced me to Q. I was crying for like 2 weeks solid. I nearly had a breakdown. My mum was asking me why I was crying. I was sobbing and sobbing and sobbing. Yeah, sobbing and sobbing and sobbing. And I couldn't believe what's going on in this world today. We know bits of stuff, but how it's been covered up, and it's been going on forever, and it's horrible. They will not want to face the moon. No, they won't. That's why they said, yeah, I think people will be suiciding themselves when they find out we all know. And yeah, Epstein's Island, that's disgusting. And also, it did say in a Q post they won't be able to walk down the street. They won't be able to show the faces because we all know. Playboy Mansions, Grotto, the real hell halls of that's what I mean. All this stuff. Oh, Meryl Streep, yeah. Yep, she'll be. See, all these people you look up to and think are great actors, but think about people, they're actors, but you don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. But this is why, when this hits, sheeple are going to be like, not knowing what to do. Even some of us that know stuff. Any thoughts on, I said this, Corey Feldman, I thought was bringing truth out. And yes, he may have been abused in that, but on the is it the Chambord or whatever, someone came out, Renegade was it, was saying he was an actor from the 80s. Now I don't know if this is definitely true. It sounds like it. He was saying no, he's not. He's not good. He used to be friends with Corey Haim. I liked Corey Haim. One of my favourite films was Lost Boys. Now they do say that when you're famous, you have to bring someone in with you, and sometimes you have to sacrifice somebody. So I'm just wondering, a bad fellow, yeah. So it's when you look back at all these stars that have seemingly died of drugs or died in an accident or this, that and the other, did they, or were they too near to the truth, or were they sacrificed? Because that's the sort of thing they do. And that's why people, when it all comes out, the brains are not going to work properly. The cognitive thingies are not going to work properly because we've been lied to and brainwashed. Yeah, out for his handler, yep. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's why they're saying it's going to be hard for people to get their heads around it. You need to be prepared. Some of it is absolutely awful. I know some of the stuff and it upset me that much. You know, I don't like to read a lot about it, even though I know, and it's awful. And that's why it's got to stop because, oh yeah, Joe, is it bit, ugh, yeah, oof, the pictures of him, oof. And that's why we've got to be there for the people. But like I said, as horrible as it is, and as horrible as the world has been, we just want truth. I don't mean we can never get over what we're going to hear, but it's better that we know because we're wanting to save our children. They have houses where they keep slaves chained up and breed babies. Yeah, all that sort of stuff that people don't think's going on. It is going on, and that's why it's heartbreaking. But, we had someone here to put the plan in place to go for all that as well, because it is for the children. Everything boils down to, for them, it boils down to children. And for us, it's the same, but in a different way. Ours is for good, to help them and to stop it, where they just don't care. All this wasn't supposed to be revealed. She wasn't supposed to lose, remember? If she had won, it'd be a different story right now, but she didn't. And that's why she had no speech prepared because she thought she was going to win. Well, you didn't, and now you're walking around in a nightie. What's she walking around in a nightie for? And I know it's not a nightie, but it looks like a nightie. Or she looks like she's dressed up as some ideology thing because what has she got on? What has she got on? Yeah, I've heard all that about the spinal fluid, and they have that. I heard that on the Twitter, the girl on Twitter who has been pimped out and this, that, and the other, and was brought up around all that. It's horrible, people. Yeah, she looked horrible. She just looked like, yeah, all this stuff you hear about that you think isn't real, when it all comes out, that's why I believe Q has been preparing us for this, even though I don't think you can ever be properly prepared for it, but at least we sort of know, so it's in your mind that we know what's going to come out. We're sort of prepared, because if it just came out from nowhere and it all came out, you'd be like, oh, I don't believe it, what's all this? And at least we're sort of prepared. We know what's coming. And then once the pain comes, I mean, it's pain for them because they're going to get caught, and it's pain for us for what we're hearing. But after the pain, you know, we've got to move on and make, I know it sounds corny, the world a better place for us to live in, and the children and our children's children and the next generations to come, because they were brainwashing, these millennials, whatever you call them, they don't know what they're talking about. We can't blame them because they've been brainwashed. Us from the other generations knew something was going on. It's just been off. I had a discussion with someone in America today on Twitter, and she was saying, oh, are you spiritual? I said, yeah, I've always been a bit like that. Stuff started falling away. I am a Piscean. I do feel a lot. I'm an empath. I cry at everything. But I just knew about 6 years ago and stopped watching the news. I'm sick of getting upset all the time and thinking, why are there always wars? Well, there isn't always wars, guys, because they're man-made. They're man-made. So all the stuff people say about God, they're man-made to keep us divided and killing people off, and depopulation and money and steel and oil and nicking resources from other countries, rich resources from other countries. It's all made, yeah, smoke screens. We just want the truth. Yeah, it's the truth. And I stopped watching the news and I don't watch telly anymore because it's a pack of lies. They put pictures up there to get you upset, to make, let's go to war because this has happened, when really behind the scenes it isn't what happened. They planned it. It's all been planned. Yeah, they aren't getting the drugs. Manchester. AJ is the gatekeeper. Wars are started in nations when Rothschilds cannot get their banks there. Exactly. Because where's is it one or two countries that don't have that sort of banking? Where we've just put one in. Yeah, TV is just a big brainwashing thing. To get us working on our feelings, you get upset. Yes, let's go to war because that country's done this, and look at all the kids dying. People are dying, but sometimes they've set it up to look like that. We've seen things where people have been supposedly dead and they've been sneezing under the blankets, but people do die. That's what. But there's just all this mad stuff. So meditate, learn about love. Well, I said that today. I said it's all about love, and if anyone watched the video when I pulled out some cards, it said that, and it said a beam of light, which we were told, the beacon of light has been it has been, we've opened that beacon of light to shine. That's why we're all connecting. But the truth and love, God bless. Yeah, it's the truth. And the biggest thing is, we need to all come back to love people, because if people think that's daft, it's not. We're living in a world where people don't care. They're not bothered. That's why they have stuff out on Facebook where people are doing, oh, look at this doing that, isn't it funny? Someone's fighting someone over there, but we don't care. We don't intervene anymore because everyone's scared of intervening in case something happens. The world just doesn't care, and the media pump it out all the time. Nobody cares. No one's got them values, and if you're going to call them Christian values, call them Christian values. Basically, it's about knowing right from wrong. And you should be caring, and you should be, when it says love thy neighbour, you should, because we're all from one. You don't do to others that you wouldn't do to yourself. So that's it. So I'm going to go because I'm tired, and I've got to sort my suitcase out and stuff. So yeah, and I'll see you all on Sunday, and let's see what we'll be talking about on Sunday. Maybe it'll be, I don't know what we'll be talking about on Sunday. So thumbs up, people, helps with the algorithms or whatever you call it. And yeah, maybe I'll bring a show on YouTube called what was it, the Mad Hatter Chats. The Mad Dolly Hatter Chats. I will take it easy, and I'll see you soon. And anyone from Soapbox, I might have a nosy on who's going on. I'm really tired from research, and I really need an early night. But yeah, I think tomorrow's going to be exciting. Yeah, the Mad Chatter. Yes, Mad Chatter. I need to do another tinfoil hat news, actually, in my Space Force suit, if anyone saw that yesterday. My God. I might go out in that, actually, in the girly weekend. I might attract people. It's very shiny. Very good girl. I'm going now anyway, so I'll see you all soon. And we just want truth. Where we go one week, we'll stand together and be prepared. Get your head prepared for stuff that's going to drop, and just know that we're not alone. People thought they were mad and thought we're alone. We're not alone. It's a global thing. We're all in connection with each other. Where we go one week, a while, and I'll see you soon. Bye.